When it comes to Orlando, theme parks would definitely be part of our agenda. But we want to spend a weekend without Disney and Universal. Please come along. So on the first day or the last day of your trip, if you only have half a day, which is not enough for a theme park visit, consider staying in an inclusive hotel for a night. In my case, I found Holiday Inn Resort Orlando Water Park a good choice for that time slot. The hotel was renovated back in 2015. The water park was not huge, but it was enough to keep my daughter active for many hours. My visit was in April, and my room rate was about $206 per night for 2 bedrooms with 1 queen and 1 bunk bed. I did pay a $49 resort fee and a $15 parking. But if you need the hotels anyways for the night, the cost for the water park was really just the extra $49, and it is for up to 6 people. Compare that with going to SeaWorld Aquatica for $49 per person and you only plan to stay half a day. I think Holiday Inn was a much better option in my case. If you are an IHG Hotel Reward Programs member, I was able to redeem a room for just 17,000 points per night.
Who is it? Justin Bieber. All right, go ahead and rotate. Next player.
When it was time for food, there's a small restaurant serving pasta and a Chipotle style taco. There's also an ice cream shop and a convenience store. I went straight to the pizza and chicken wings. One quick note, if you do one more time at the water park, you're still allowed to access the pool on the day you checked out. So after spending half a day in the water park, we're gonna check out a brunch buffet at the Rosen Plaza Hotel in Orlando. Well, just to recharge ourselves a little bit. Buffet wasn't easy to come by anymore during pandemic period. But Rosen still hold this buffet on seasonal events such as Easter celebration, Mother's Day, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. If you happen to come by to Orlando during this period of time, do check out these options. My parents often remind me to start the buffet in certain order. But right after high school, I couldn't resist to go with my own strategy. I believe you should go for your favorite food when you're hungry. So I always start my buffet from the dessert table and work backward. I did tell my daughter what I was taught, but I let her go with her own creativity. So this is what I would call a very traditional style buffet. You wouldn't find those very decorative small pieces dessert. Instead, you're going to find carrot and chocolate cake in big pieces. You check the menu and make sure they have your favorite food before you make your reservation. In my case, I thought either roast beef or prime ribs are pretty standard dish on a buffet, but I only saw 2 different flavors of lamb in this occasion. But they're still pretty good. Just to make some of us feel better, they do offer pretty good seafood. The staff, the chef, they're extremely friendly, so you will have a good time there. For this kind of bigger portion buffet, I recommend sharing food with your friends and family. We are trying our best not to waste food. And yes, for sure, I need another stomach for this. My daughter likes playing with slime a lot. She makes her own slime putty at home all the time. She found Slime Factory at the Florida Mall. She was hoping to get material to make very fancy slime in their lab, like the one she saw online. It turned out to be a little bit less than what she expected, but I found if you have kids that have never made their own slime before, it may still be a fun place for them while you're shopping. She was not disappointed. We found this claw machine shop called Gacha not far away. If your kids like Pokemon, this is a good place to be. When it comes to claw machines, some are scams, some are close to impossible. I'll rate these machines at gacha fair. You do not expect to get one every time, but the payout rate is better than Dave & Buster or Round 1, if you know what I'm talking about. Next, we're going to visit the Chocolate Museum and Cafe. We bought the admission ticket with a 2-people chocolate fondue set to share, and they also offer different variety of cakes and sandwiches. I was mainly there for the fondue, but I ended up learning a lot about the history of chocolate from Tony. He is such an amazing tour guide there. We had chocolate tasting session at the end. You're not required to buy anything from the shop, but I really doubt that you will come out empty-handed. I know it's tempting to buy a lot, but Orlando's weather is not a friend of chocolate if you plan to leave them in the car. Okay, we're gonna jump to dinner right away. I'm sure most of you have had dinner at Revolving Sushi Bar before. This is the same idea, but we're gonna do it on Chinese hot pots. In traditional Chinese hot pot restaurants, you order meat, seafood, or vegetable in separate dishes. Sometimes they came with a set, but either way, you're not ordering the exact amount that you like. Having the ingredient on a revolving belt is such a brilliant idea. It is going to be all you can eat, so you can pick up anything from the revolving belt. The first step is to choose a soup base. If you're not sure what to choose, I recommend bone soup or tomato soup. Try to avoid herbal soup for now. Next, you're going to pick up a small bowl and mix your own sauce. Mixing ginger with soy sauce and peanut sauce are my favorite. I recommend having the second pair of chopsticks for the raw meat. So you simply pick up the meat and put it in your hot pot. Wait a few minutes and then it should be ready. But whenever you have doubt, give it 3 more minutes. And it is very important to remember, finish all the cooked meat in your pot before you try to put in something new. So one last note, this is pork blood. This is not tofu. Don't pick it up if you're not ready yet. Enjoy. This is going to be our last activity for the day. We're heading Wonderworks. I would say Wonderworks is like a science museum with an arcade. For 3 people, we paid about $73 to get in. It covered exhibitions, laser tag, zipline adventures, 4D theater, and some games. For older kids, I think unlimited laser tag would be one of the highlights. From the design work they put outside of the building, I was actually a bit disappointed on the inside. If I'm taking a friend on vacation to Orlando, it may not be a top spot that I would spend time stopping by. But it is an excellent choice to extend the night if you happen to have dinner around that area, because it's closest at midnight. And that is going to sum up our day. I hope you enjoy the weekend with us. If you think my video is helpful, please do subscribe and like. I really appreciate it. See you next time.